Millions of people from all over the world have immigrated to the United States for many years in hopes of better quality life. People from diverse backgrounds all share the so called American dream. That was the case of Francisco Jimenez family. In his autobiography, The Circuit, Francisco Jimenez shares his personal experience as the son of Mexican migrant workers who immigrated to the United States to have a better quality life. The circuit portrays Jimenez's life as a child and young adult as he struggled to help his family succeed. This not only in the fields but also in school. Jimenez refers to the life of migrant workers as a circuit, a never-ending cycle where migrant workers move around in search for back-breaking jobs that will only help them barely survive. The author was able to break through this circuit with his perseverance in acquiring an education. Jimenez was able to successfully break through the circuit and became a professor of modern languages at Santa Clara University. His book, The Circuit, received many positive reviews as well as several awards like the 1997 America's Award for Children and Young Adult Literature. His book captures the essence of the Mexican American culture, and his example proves that with hard work and the willingness to achieve in life, anybody can break through their circuits. The purpose of his book, as he mentioned in an interview by teachingbooks.net, is to document these experiences in search of what we sometimes call the American dream. Jimenez's hope is to give a voice to migrant workers in society. He claims that migrant workers make up a large section of our society and that their stories have been neglected for many years. The circuit is divided into several chapters, each focusing on a specific moment that impacted his life. Jimenez's life began in Jalisco, Mexico, but due to the lack of work and low income, his family decided to make their way to California. Once in California, Jimenez faced many difficulties. When he was young, he always wished to be older in order to help his family out in the fields. He felt very lonely when his family left him behind in the car to take care of his little brother, Trampita. His family was always moving from town to town in search for seasonal jobs, and he had to learn to never get attached to his friends or to places. His family struggled to pull through. They faced sickness, hunger, and many other adversities that they constantly had to defeat. His family kept growing, and even when his mother was pregnant, she managed to do activities to make profit and help her husband support the family. Jimenez's father and oldest brother Roberto were always in the fields. Jimenez and his brother Roberto went to school only if their family was doing well economically, and they had to work during the vacations. When Jimenez started school, he was unable to understand what was going on in the classroom. Years after starting school for the first time, he narrates an incident when his sixth grade teacher asked him to read and he was unable to.
May I help you? This is one of our ESL students.
Welcome.
His name is Francisco Jimenez.
Okay, welcome, Francisco. Take a seat, please. We're on page 125. Would you like to read?
But Jimenez was determined to learn the language. He always carried a notebook he found in the dumpster and wrote down words in English. He would read and memorize all the words in his notebook everywhere he went, even when working in the field. After losing his notebook to a fire that burned all of their belongings, Jimenez realized that his biggest treasure was not the notebook itself, but the education he was getting from it. The family was constantly looking out for La Migra, but sadly one day they took Jimenez and his brother while in school. It happened on one of the most important days to Jimenez. He had memorized the introductory lines of the Declaration of Independence and was going to present it to his teacher that day. Jimenez was full with excitement and ready to recite his lines to the teacher when the Border Patrol officer came in and took him.